Hej, witam wszystkich imperialistów, tutaj Lukas w kolejnym odcinku gry Vampyr. Jak to zamknięte? Nie miałem mu porozmawiać z... Aha, czyli z nim nie gadamy. Ale czekajcie, zanim pójdę dalej, to chcę zobaczyć, gdzie są te osoby, których jeszcze niby nie znam. Tu jest jakiś typu ukryj. Chcę z nimi porozmawiać. Pokusa krypania, że mieszkańcy będzie potężny... Okej, to jest oczywiste nawet. Nieznany jakoś krwi. Kim ty jesteś? Pacjentka.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal.
Co?
You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon.
Jakaś pani walnięta w głowę.
My clemency. Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Naprawdę?
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within
Ja
this
jestem helikopterem.
hollow shell of flesh.
A wy jak się czujecie? Że kim jesteście?
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard's syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality.
Serio?
And you think it is I who am delusional.
Serio? Jest takie
You
schorzenie?
must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover to hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Nie topesz.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
Okej.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them. For you are no match for those that hunt me.
Okej. Nowe śledztwo. Dużo rzeczy w takim razie
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft?
kieruje mnie do
apart
ogrodów.
from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
No, it was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
Okej, setki lat.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Dobra, jakaś walnięta na głowę. Jeszcze mi jedna osoba tam gdzieś została. O, tutaj też ktoś jest. Ale to jest w środku. Ale sporo punktów doświadczenia mają te osoby.
I cannot enter.
Co to za pokój? No to może ją później mamy odkryć w sumie. Skoro nie mogę tam wejść, to pewnie to jest gdzieś do później do poznania. I też jedna osoba gdzieś tutaj była. A jego mam uleczyć, tak? O! To na stole też? Ale z nim rozmawiać nie mogę. To może później coś też również będzie. Dobra, lećmy w takim razie dalej z naszymi zadaniami. Z Edgarem Swensenem mam dalej porozmawiać. Zobaczymy, co tu się nam dalej zdarzy. Pan Edgar Swenson. On był tu? Tak, dobrze pamiętałem. To jest plakietka.
Please, Jonathan, come in.
O, ale mieliśmy być sami. Czemu tak nagle w trójeczkę tu rozmawiamy?
Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death.
Fajne.
You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
Jak? Śmieszne.
It may seem strange, but your words have brought me some
Ja
comfort.
myślałem, że to sarkazm będzie.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar. I understand we both have something to gain from this relationship.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Serio? Boże, kto tam do mnie pisze, jak mam nastawione, że jestem zajęty? Ja pierdolę, zaraz bana dam. Masakra, sorry za to. Przydałoby się wyciszyć tego Discorda, tylko jak? Dobra, nieważne, będę go wyłączył następnym razem podczas nagrywania. O, czyli co? Szczur w szpitalu. O, tak. Nie wiem, ale zawsze mi takie śmieszne bieganie. Okej, czyli... A, czyli to ta osoba.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here.
To jest ta wampirzyca.
Soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
Aha. Teraz wypij jego krew.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
Pardon my boldness, your ladyship, but I have questions concerning this condition we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for blood. But the questions need wait.
I'm a scientist. My trade is in the deciphering of mysteries, and I need information to feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
Uczciwe, uczciwe.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
Okej, czyli to jest ktoś ze szpitala.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
To tu mamy tylko chyba jedną
If we're
osobę z
dealing with an
rodziną.
ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Ah.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
You are aware that I too know the thirst for the scarlet nectar.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
Serio?
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Okej, nasza przypadłość. Nie powiem.
I met him in New York.
Ile was zjem, was wszystkich. O, tej nie znam.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
To jakiś
the new
facet
surgeon
przebrany za
here at
kobietę.
Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
Serio?
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Tam plotkuj.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Ach.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here.
To nie jest ten, co
If
zabił tam
only he
kogoś?
were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
O, to nie jest ten, co... błąd w sztuce lekarskiej. Zobaczcie, jak już krwi jest. Jeszcze mamy 2 wskazówki. I byśmy mieli maksimum jego, możemy go zjeść wtedy.
Have you heard rumors of anything underhand going on here at the hospital?
No, Doctor. Never.
Przydatna to ty nie byłaś.
Call me if you need assistance.
Okej, to lecimy do Plotkary w pierwszej kolejności. Wszystko mnie boli. Gdzie moje leki? Ta Plotkara jest tu? Oj, nagle mogę tu wejść. A to jest chyba... Sapho, Teatr Royal Garden Hall. Sapho. No, szafy nie mogę użyć, nie wiem czemu. Się świeci, ale... No, jest nieaktywna.
What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for
Shut the fuck up.
I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Nie będę miał.
If you continue shouting, I'll have you restrained and gagged. Understood?
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here. You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type of idle gossip.
God's honest truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
Boże, jaka straszna baba.
You seem to know more about the goings on here than anyone else. Beware, Miss Jones, in case suspicion should fall on you.
That's it. Blame the old and infirm. I see those little bitches' greedy little eyes, just waiting for me to pop in there.
Boże.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on.
Nic za cennego nie
See you
powiedziała.
on the next round.
Wszystko pewnie jej domysły. Znaleźć siostrę
The
Pipę.
patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with...
Hello again, Dr. Reed. I feel better already. Can I go soon?
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton.
Ciekawe, czy coś
We'll talk
takiego
again
pojawi
later.
nowego. Dorothy Carter i siostra Pippa Carter. Pipa jest tam. Chyba. Nie, gdzieś... A, to one jeszcze tutaj chodzą poza szpital. A kim pan jest?
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke
Ale że
Hospital.
pedał?
Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry,
Ah.
sir. We were en route for the hospital, but...
Bo się zdziwiłem, bo w tamtych czasach to za bardzo nie było akceptalne.
And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend.
Okej,
I
ale nie
have all
jestem
the
nim
information I
zainteresowany.
need for now. If I find anything out about your friend, I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Thank you,
Ej, to
Dr.
naprawdę
Reed.
sporo jest tych osób, z którymi mamy tak gadać tutaj.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
Co?
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Czego ja się tu dowiedziałem? Uratuj oprycha w kanałach. Co?